Help! We're in the grip of Le Mans Ultimate! Welcome! You're watching Rum, the channel sharing the joy of sim racing and a regular news roundup, our weekly sim racing news. Thanks to all those who come here often, especially those who subscribe, and even more, our patrons. My name is Serta and I will be your host for this video. This week was clearly in the hands of Le Mans Ultimate, which is fair, seeing as everyone was and is curious about how the probably last sim by Motorsport games, but hopefully not the last by Studio 397, was going to be. If you want to see our opinion, head to the video shown up there. And we've reached 5,000 subscribers! A wonderful number! Thanks to all of you and welcome to the Rum family. I'd throw confetti around, but then I'd have to clean the mess myself, so... In the near future, as soon as Ike's computer works again, we'll set up a Wreckfest server and you'll all be invited to join and celebrate with us. Until then, let's just raise a glass of your favorite beverage. Salud! Studio 397 have released a plethora of updates for Le Mans Ultimate, which we'll explain later in this video. And truth to be told, there was not much else in the news other than this short news. Rennsport had an update of Orchard Road on Road Atlanta, adding Porsche Esports Carrera Cup Deutschland 2024 banners. They are also working on setting up an element in the UI that helps you in staying at the right position in the grid when you are in a rolling start. Also, they have an issue with graphic artifacts with AMD and Intel GPUs and are of course working on that. That most wonderful motion rig with sideways motion we encountered at the Sim Racing Expo last year now supports D-Box Gen 5 Fully, so you can choose the logic by which the platform interprets the data from the sim. This is going to be news next week and a review in our channel is absolutely coming. But that's all I'm saying for now. And Sony is looking into making the PlayStation VR system available on PCs. Me, I don't touch Sony products if I can avoid it after horrible experiences, yes, plural, with their customer support in the past. On the other hand, it surely won't be worse than the overpriced pile of that Apple have released to their gullible customers, right? Le Mans Ultimate came out Tuesday and it already saw 3 updates. To be fair, as it was released in early access for a reduced price so as to let us all be their quality assurance team, it was only to be expected, and we're sure we'll see many more drops in the next days and weeks as the software was released quite unfinished. Nevertheless, the developers at Studio 397 have been frantically at it, first of all fixing crashes like sometimes when driving over a rumble strip or when entering multiplayer or whatever other crash happened because they left a development tool active in the drop. And now this piece of software seems to at last play ball with antivirus protection, including Windows Defender. Not fixed, but they have a workaround for now, are slow UI menus. See the first link in our list for the description of their recommendation. MSI Afterburner, NVIDIA GeForce and similar software can also lead to not near specified issues, as can a VR system that is plugged in. It doesn't even need to be active, just the mere existence of a VR system gets LMU in a frenzy. And the developers are not really sure which other devices can cause issues, so we're supposed to not use any USB device and just watch the menus? This is beyond ridiculous. And no, it's not fixed, the devs kindly let us know this is an open issue. If you have seen Cody's video, you'll know that he did not get to race during his first test as the sim crashed directly after him finishing qualifying. Seems to happen very frequently as per the developer's words. Did they ever run it once end to end? Or are we paying customers the only ones who have done a whole race weekend with this? Again, even this is not fixed yet. Another recommendation by the devs is to join online sessions at least 6 minutes in advance, as the servers are filled quite fast. Hey, at least that. But the sim does not inform you when they are, because a software that connects to a server never needs to inform the users that the server is full. Never ever. Who wrote the feature list? Costco's 12-year-old cousin? And even a 12-year-old knows of that, so I don't know. Another thing you don't get any information about is when being disqualified. If you're wondering where your custom graphics preset go every time, they are not saved. They disappear into the digital nirvana. Cody wondered in our review why the minimum length of his Le Mans race was 18 minutes. Well, it's set up to be at least 5% of its real-life equivalent. Now you know, now he knows. We'll stop reciting from the list of known issues because we'd be here forever and move on to the updates. If you're interested in the full list of known issues, follow the link in the description. Le Mans Ultimate came out without VR or triple monitor support, as we already said elsewhere. At least the triple monitor support has been fixed. Press Ctrl, Shift and equal to open the multi-view tools and set up your monitors. The force feedback orientation on Sim Steering, Simulcube, Sim Experience and VRS Direct Force bases has been corrected, as has the steering sensitivity on Fanatec CSL DD wheels. We expect we'll have more to tell you next week and the week after the next, and so on. Le Mans Ultimate may be the gift that keeps on giving. Until the money runs dry, that is.